If there's something in life that's holding you back, push through that wall. You have one shot at life. If there is something in life that you want to do, run for it. And maybe not everyone will support it. You have to do what's going to make you happy. And you have to understand that at the end of the day, whether you made it or whether you didn't make it, you can say, I gave it my all. I put my heart into something, and I was able to live passionately. Because you don't want to lay on your deathbed thinking, man, I wonder what could have happened. And sometimes, even falling on your face can teach you so many lessons. Sometimes failure is one of the best experiences of your entire life, and I think it's important for everyone to understand that. When I was a kid, my mother was a very bad alcoholic. My parents never liked professional wrestling. To this day, both of them probably, my father more than my mother, but both of them probably don't look at pro wrestling as the highest of professions. But my father is very supportive of myself, and when I was a kid, there was a friend of mine who lived around the block, and he used to always talk about like Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin and all the guys from what was then the World Wrestling Federation, what became the WWE. And one day I remember it was right before WrestleMania 14. I went to his house and I started watching Raw, and then I just remember seeing these larger-than-life characters. When I was a kid, I was a big fan of like Power Rangers and comic books and Ninja Turtles and Star Wars. It's not always getting to the top of the mountain, it's climbing to that top of the mountain and maybe even helping other people get there. And that's given me a sense of satisfaction that I think maybe isn't, I wouldn't say better than if I had reached my goals, but if I can help someone else reach their goals, it gives me a sense of satisfaction.
I enjoyed working with Jason because I feel like he has strengths that maybe I don't have, and maybe a little vice versa.
This is what is known as blowing up in wrestling. You can't breathe. He dies.
He was always a better talker on the microphone and character, so he had that end of it down, and then I, being the bigger person, could just come in and clean house, kind of.
My name is John Kersey. I'm one of the owners of the New York Wrestling Connection. I met Jason when he was 14 years old. His father brought him down to our training academy in Deer Park. We signed the paperwork, and he's been with us ever since then. I've pretty much known him half his life at this point.
What excites me about professional wrestling is the storytelling aspect of it. It's a major thing that people overlook, is the stories that are being told inside a ring. And no other art form, and I truly believe professional wrestling is an art form, is moves or maneuvers or holds or the action of combat used to tell a story. We usually just think of a fight as a fight, but in professional wrestling, they take this idea, or we take this idea of the good guy or the bad guy, or David versus Goliath, and we put it on a grand stage for everyone to see. And rather than, there are times where people speak and talk and stuff, and that's to sell those fights, but rather than telling that story through song or telling it through dance. We tell it through physical combat. And it's stage combat, but put on a grand stage. Real life superhero in front of your face, and in real time these stories are being told with audience interaction. Shakespeare's theater in the round from the 13th and 14th centuries. You know, that people, you would be surrounding the entire stage area, and these performers would be acting to certain areas of the stage to elicit a reaction from the audience. And I don't think there's any form of entertainment in the world right now that allots something like that for the audience member. You're an active participant in the storytelling process. You as an audience member can change the tide of a match by supporting or by booing a certain athlete. And I think that in itself separates professional wrestling from all other art forms today. There's no feeling like it, and if I can't reach all of my goals, at least I could say that I had a piece in helping someone achieve theirs, and there's a lot to be said for that. My name is Jason Bonsignore, and my passion is professional wrestling.
Yes, I know. Damien. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, we started we didn't really know how to start it. That was the hardest part.
Here my good start. Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us here. We're in the backstage NYWC locker room. I know the film is about me. This is my good friend Jason. He's here with us. Jason, say hi to the crowd.
That's Alvin. Okay. And do you have wrist tape? Maybe. Yeah, I might have. I won't tell anyone. No. I didn't bring my gear, but I might have it in my car. Oh, okay. No. I'll leave a jerk set my hand out first.